Hey, it's your girl here, Tiffany Rochelle, also known as the People's Cheerleader, and I am the host of Hear My Heart. He that has an ear, let him be able to hear my heart. And this show is not just about hearing my heart, it is hearing the voice of you. I wanted to let you know I offer a few courses. The first one is called Journey to Discovery. Please enroll today by clicking on the link in the comment section so you can get started with that. The next course that I offer, it is called Goal Digging. This is where you'll be able to set some goals that are true to you. I also am the co-host to Turning Your Passion into Profit, which is aired every Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern. Lastly, I have a book. It's called I Choose Me, and I hope you take today to choose you and also to get that book. Go over to my website at beautiful.me or go to amazon.com so that you will be able to get your book as well. So let's get started on tuning into today's broadcast, which is Hear My Heart, which again is not just my heart. He that has an ear, let him be able to hear the heart of the people. Here we grow. Good evening, kind people. Hey, hopefully all is going well for everyone out there. Thank you so much for taking the opportunity to be here with me on turning. No, I'm not on Turning Your Passion into Profit. Wrong show. I am to Hear My Heart. Merciful Jesus, I guess it is time for me to go ahead and start preparing for that show. But that is a show, as it was on the commercial, that I am the co-host on. But tonight we are here on the Hear My Heart show, where I am your host, Tiffany Rochelle, aka the People's Cheerleader. So we are here to go ahead and talk about a little bit of mindset stuff, igniting your mindset. But I dare not start this show without asking you to share this with someone. And sharing is caring. So show me that you care and share this show with someone. And if you will be so kind to me, like this broadcast and follow me on all social media platforms. I am going to be under the handle of Leading Lady TR. TR is going to be Tiffany Rochelle. And I'm on all platforms, but on LinkedIn and YouTube, you will find me as Tiffany Rochelle. So if you're happening to look on me, you won't find me under Leading Lady TR. You will find me on LinkedIn and on YouTube as Tiffany Rochelle. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with this particular show. I always like to tell you I'm not here for a long time, but I am here for a good time. And so we're just going to get in and out. And again, it's an in and out show. So, Michael Phelps, he once said before, if you dream, if you plan, you reach, there's going to be some obstacles there. There will be doubters. There will be mistakes. But with hard work, with belief, with confidence, and trust in yourself and those around you, there are no limits. Totally believe that statement. See, how you think and how you handle yourself, you are responsible for those things that happen to you in life. We must understand at the end of, the middle of, and the beginning of the day, we are all responsible for our actions. Now, sure, we would like to blame others and point fingers, forgetting that we got some fingers pointing back at us. But you and you alone have the power of this thing called choice. It's up to you. You decide how you will respond. See, we all have this thing, I particularly like to say, is this thing called thinking issues, right? We think we have to hide issues. We think we have to hide our problems. We think nobody cares, or we think everybody is looking at all of the mistakes that we've made. But there are quite a few people that do not consider what they think about or how they feel. They just let their thoughts live inside of their head without observing or questioning them. But our thoughts and feelings are an important aspect of who we are. And when we pay attention to what goes through our heads and our hearts, we find out a lot about the state of our being. See, now God knows that our insides will ultimately determine our choices that are on the outside, right? Let me do it this. Allow me to redirect your attention to something, okay? What has to happen is we have to overcome the issues of our past. Learn what sets us on fire for the good and for the bad. See, when you ignite something, or when it ignites, it starts burning or it explodes. Now, I'm going to use this twofold, okay? You can allow something to set ablaze, like some old memories that are self-sabotaging you from where you are and where you will want to go. As well as I'm going to say you should allow some gifts within you to ignite, because you have something stirring up inside of you that is setting you on fire, and you want more and better for your life, which is going to cause you to take responsibility for your thinking. It's going to cause you to take responsibility for your feelings, for your motives, and the development of your mind. See, one thing is for sure, whatever happens to you in your past is going to do one of two things. It's going to lessen you, or it's going to lessen you. Hear what I mean by that? I mean, it's going to either diminish you, lessen you, or it's going to teach you, as in teaching you a lesson. What we have to understand is we must start safeguarding our mind. You got to divorce the if. What do you mean by that, coach? Kind of glad you asked. If he would have been there, if I would have finished college, if they would have done this, or if they would have done that, you and you alone know what that particular if is. Divorce the thinking that's causing you to not be able to see what's to come. Our heart, our head, and our mouth need to be in alignment. See, your head and your heart are constantly in a battle as to who's going to go first when it comes to saying something out of this priceless mouth of ours. When your head and your mind are, or I should say rather, your heart and your mind are in alignment, what flows from your mouth is going to be priceless. When these two things, when they line up, that's something ultimately we would love for it to happen. Because you're going to recognize your worth. You're going to realize that there is power in being who you are. There's going to be no need for you to be a carbon copy of a priceless original. Why would I want to be somebody else when I'm so doggone good at being me? Your mouth should be able to articulate the feelings of your heart. You must take the time to understand what's happening in your heart so that others will be able to treat you accordingly. See, if I tell you I love you, it's great for me to be able to articulate, why do I love you? See, I'll be able to tell you, I love you for the way you make me feel, right? I love the way you hold me. I love you because of the conversations that we have, or you taking the time out to express your gratitude to me. I love how you smell. I love how you pay attention to what I want without me even speaking. But now you should understand how we're able to articulate certain things of how we feel, right? Just like you will tell an individual how much you dislike them with no hesitation, because it's easy for us to tell, I don't like your hair. That outfit looks horrible on you. Or, girl, your breath stinks. You should be able to share that same energy for kind things, for kind words, right? It's something that we just need to be able to do. Start articulating some of the beautiful things or certain things that we like to hear versus all the negativity. Once we start shifting the way we think and allowing our hearts and our minds to line up for ourselves, we then will be beneficial to others that are around us. See, we must understand there is more to this world than just us. We have to start living life wanting to help others. Sure, we must secure our air. I ain't gonna lie, I do that. I do a lot of teaching about that, securing your air, making sure you're taking care of yourself. Yes, we must take care of ourselves. Yes, we must secure our peace. But once we do that, then what? Will you help after you helped yourself? Who will benefit from this new you? That's a great question, right? Make sure after you have healed, you are willing to ignite the fire of healing in someone else. You got to no longer be conformed to your old way of thinking, and you got to be transformed. Okay? It's time out for us to just be so self-centered about what happens to us. Now, granted, you have to be concerned about you. I'm not saying don't be concerned about you. Be concerned about you and fix who you are. Ignite the stuff that's good and that's positive and the good and perfect things that are dwelling within us. But after that has been ignited, after we have shifted our mindset and we're doing things positively for us, who are we going after? Who are we helping? Are we just helping ourselves, or are we going to be helpers one to another? I'm just hoping that I'm able to get somebody to set themselves on fire, not literally on fire, folks. Okay. Thank you so much. I see your comments. Not literally setting yourself on fire, but we must start to ignite those things that are inside of us. Certain gifts and talents that we have, we gotta stop allowing them to lie dormant. Good stuff, baby. Stay on fire, because a fire unattended is going to soon go out. So tend to your fire. Okay. But we got to ignite those, and we got to be fire starters. We got to be able to have this blaze that's inside of us. It should be contagious, you know? So all I want to do is to admonish you. I told you guys I ain't going to be here for a long time, but I just wanted to give you some good nuggets to let this mind that's in you be showcased. Okay. Showcase that good stuff. I know you guys wanted me to give off that scripture. I wasn't going to do it. But the good stuff that's in you, shift your mindset. Let's do some positive stuff. Let's be able to ignite those beautiful things that are on the inside of us. You got some gifts, you got some talents that are inside of you. Don't allow this year to pass without sharing them with somebody. Okay? Shift your mindset for the positive. Don't dwell on just the negative thinking. Don't dwell on just the things that's gone wrong. Don't just dwell on the woe is me situation. What's going right in your life? Outside of you waking up, you've woke up with purpose. You've woke up with something. Outside of you waking up, you want to dwell on something, find something positive that's happened to you in your life. Only you and certain people that are surrounding you, but you know what's positive in your life. Dwell on those. Think on those things. What are the things that are lovely? What are the things that are pure? I know it's Sunday. Some of y'all have went to church already. If you haven't went to church, here's a little piece of a nugget. I just gave you a little something, okay? But sincerely, folks, from my heart to your ears, it's time for us to set ablaze and be helpers of one to another. After we have helped ourselves, after we have done what we needed to do to secure our air, to secure our peace, to secure our love, to secure our joy, to secure our hope, make sure it's contagious. Let it ignite in somebody else. because it's already in us. So let it ignite with somebody. Okay. With that being said, that's going to be the show. I am not going to be here for a long time, but hopefully you had a good time in this 15 minutes that we had. So thank you so much for tuning in. Join me on Wednesday at noon or 11 a.m. Central Time. And for those that's on the West Coast, I want to say that's 9. It's going to be 9 for you guys for the Upgraded Mindset Edition, where I'll have my co-host, Coach K Wood. She's going to be in the house. So please tune in for us. We got a good show that's on there. And if you follow me on social media, it's going to be in my stories. And I'll probably even post it on my timeline as well. So we're going to definitely give you the heads up in regards. I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you so much for tuning in, sir. So that's going to be it for us. Tune in. I'm going to tell you what the topic is going to be. It's going to be in the timeline. So feel free to share, to come on, tune in there. It's going to be a good show next week. Or I shouldn't say that next week, because daggone it, today is Sunday. So nevertheless, I am Tiffany Rochelle, aka the People's Cheerleader. I'm out of here, y'all. So grace and peace. Love you much.